Welcome everyone to WWE13 Universe. I'm your host Chich and you're watching another exciting episode of ECW. Kicking things off with Chainsaw Charlie. Well, as we all know, Chainsaw Charlie is set to team up with Cactus Jack this Sunday at ECW's first solo-branded event, that is Judgment Day. But here tonight, Chainsaw Charlie is set for singles competition as he faces off against a tag team specialist in one half of the Road Warriors. I believe he's facing off against Hawk here tonight. As we know, the Road Warriors refuse to team up. They've been challenged to a handicap match this Sunday at Judgment Day by Diamond Dallas Page. He insists on defeating them both. Give the fans what they want. He says, win or lose, if I go out there and I lose to those guys in a handicap match, at least the fans will finally get to see those two competing in tag team action again, which is exactly what people want to see these guys doing, and exactly what they refuse to do right now. The long story short there being that the Road Warriors came to ECW about a month ago for the ECW World Tag Team Championship Tournament as part of the draft. They really felt they were a shoo-in to be the first ever ECW World Tag Team Champions, and unfortunately for them, they lost in the first round in a surprise upset loss to Primo and Epico, and they have not lived that loss down. They refuse to compete as a tag team until that wrong has been righted, as they deserved to be higher in the rankings in their own mind. And here tonight, Road Warrior Hawk has got that opportunity to silence the doubters, to prove that he can best one half of the World Tag Team Championship bout. It's Chainsaw Charlie and Hawk, and Chainsaw Charlie probably not 100% here tonight after his brutal encounter with Mankind last week. Extreme Rules main event. I would imagine Chainsaw Charlie is probably feeling pretty rough right now, but I'd also imagine that he wouldn't have it any other way. This Sunday at Judgment Day, the World Tag Title situation has seen a lot of changes on the road to Judgment Day, but we are finally now here. It is 5 days away. There's no more changes that could possibly happen. Epico and Primo are unfortunately out of the picture. The ECW World Tag Team Championships to be defended at Judgment Day. Cactus Jack and, well, not defended, but to be determined, Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie up against, I don't really know if we have a confirmation on who it's going to be. I believe it's going to be the winner of the Team DZ APA match earlier in the night at this point. Unfortunately, we don't really have a clear passage. We know that Epico and Primo are unable to compete. So Charlie knocking off Hawk, and there's a axe handle caught with a fist to the gut. Yeah, initially it was supposed to be it's gone through quite a few changes, to be honest. Initially it was supposed to be the Big Show and Cesaro up against Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie after Epico suffered an injury in the semi-finals matchup between the two teams, and Cesaro walked out on the Big Show. But because Cesaro walked out on the Big Show, there was a vote of no confidence that Cesaro and Big Show would be able to compete as a tag team, and they were removed from that championship match. Instead, the other semi-finalists, Primo and Epico, were added back to the given a bye to the finals instead. So it'd be Cactus Jack, Chainsaw Charlie up against Primo and Epico. However, that then ended up not happening, as Epico unfortunately last week tried to right his wrongs from a few weeks back, doing the move that injured him in the first place, trying to put someone through a table from that bottom ring corner there, and once again it went crashing through the announce table and suffered an injury, so he will not be able to compete at Judgment Day this Sunday. The tag team title opportunity is now gone for Epico and Primo. And we fast forward to now, where the Outlaws, Cactus Jack, Chainsaw Charlie will be, well, I say defending. They're not the champions. There's a kick out by Chainsaw Charlie. It's very close. 2 count for Hawk. They're going to be facing off against the winners of the APA versus Team DZ, a match that was originally scheduled to take place on the show. That is now technically a new semi-final qualifier. It's just that the finals will then take place not long after. They'll not exactly have a lot of time to prepare, whether it be APA or Team DZ. Very curious to see who it is that's heading into the World Tag Team Championship match, and Cactus Jack, Chainsaw Charlie definitely got that advantage right now. That has been a very, very twist and turny kind of tournament. I'm very interested to see how the payoff for that one even plays out at this point. Hawk dropping Chainsaw Charlie flat to the mat. And I've got to say, this match has been mostly Road Warrior. Hawk, he has really laid into Chainsaw Charlie. I believe we'll be seeing Team DZ and APA against each other tonight in 6-man tag team action, featuring Primo teaming up with the APA after DZ kind of allowed Epico to be injured once again. No word, as far as I know, on who will be teaming with Team DZ to face off against APA and Primo. I'm sure someone will be happy to fill that space though. Big 6-man tag team match. And of course, we've got another tag team match, our main event tonight, as we are pairing up Judgment Day opponents to face off against a different match of opponents. It's going to be the ECW Television Championship match. Big Show and Ken Shamrock teaming up together, and they are going to face off against the ECW World Heavyweight Championship match. 2 guys who have a lot of animosity towards each other. Mark Henry and Mankind are going to have to get on the same page tonight if they want to beat Big Show and Ken Shamrock. Chainsaw Charlie showing that heart, that fight that he's got. Keeps getting back up no matter how many times Hawk knocks him down. Chainsaw Charlie taking a little bit of a moment to celebrate there at the wrong time. I'm very interested in seeing our hardcore champion in action up next. David Otunga set to face off against Brodus Clay. His final stop before a 3-on-1 handicap match for his hardcore championship. Ryback going to face off against Otunga and his little alliance of Santina Morella and Sin Cara in a handicap match this Sunday at Judgment Day. And to ensure that Ryback has truly defeated the champion to capture the title, he will have to defeat all 3 in an elimination style handicap match at that. Extreme Rules, of course, allowed as well. It's going to be an all-out battle for that hardcore title. Pile driver didn't seem to do a damn thing to Hawk, who is still going solid in this matchup. We've been promised as well this Sunday at Judgment Day. A very interesting announcement has been made in regards to a match. This Sunday at Judgment Day, we've been informed that Cesaro will re-debut after Big Show wasted his initial debut. He is taking it to the biggest stage for the ECW brand to formally debut. Right his wrongs, so to speak. Chainsaw Charlie just shooting away at the face of Hawk, and it looks like he busted him open with that right hand. And Chainsaw Charlie is calling for it. He could really use this victory heading in to Judgment Day. A little bit of momentum is going to go a long way for him and Cactus Jack. Wrong face. And there's the Texas pile driver for the 2nd time on a busted open Road Warrior Hawk. As long as he hooks the leg, yeah, keeps the arm away from the ropes. And there you go. It's very close to the ropes, but Hawk unable to get the rope break, and Chainsaw Charlie picking up a much needed victory before this Sunday's Judgment Day pay-per-view. Man, that match took a lot out of him. Is he going to be okay? He can barely get to his feet. Chainsaw Charlie really struggling here. I say, he went through Extreme Rules with Mankind last week, and now this brutal battle with Hawk this week. He seems to have been able to find his feet. My God, that is a very worn-out man. Is he going to be okay? 5 days' time, he's competing for the ECW World Tag Team Championship. Him and Cactus Jack may need their opponents to be weakened, whoever they may be. But up next, David Otunga goes one-on-one with Brodus Clay and non-title action.
Weighing 229 pounds, the hardcore champion, David Otunga.
David Otunga makes his way down to the ring. He has been quite impressive since capturing the Hardcore Championship, not gonna lie. But unfortunately, I do feel like his days are quite numbered. Initially, I'd look at a situation where you've got 3-on-1 and I'd say, hey, your odds are stacked in your favor, but this is not only Ryback we're dealing with, but on top of that, you got to bear in mind, are they actually going to be here this week? Yes they are. Okay. I'll let him get introduced first. I think he already was. I think that counts as his introduction. Yeah, I think that is his introduction. Okay. Never mind then. Brodus Clay making his way down the ring here tonight, and as I said before, what I was in the middle of saying, I didn't want to interrupt their introduction for Brodus Clay. I really wish that their attires would change with them. It's a little weird to see them coming down in red still. But as I was saying before, yes, so David Otunga, normally in an outnumbered situation, I'd say that things very much favor him in defending that Hardcore Championship 3-on-1, but Ryback is a man determined. He's out for revenge right now. He was put on the shelf early into his career by the likes of David Otunga, Santino Marella, and Sin Cara. And on top of that, Sin Cara and Santino Marella aren't exactly what I'd call good backup. I'm sorry to say it, but I think David Otunga, he's got some real potential. I think he could really break out, but I 100% believe that Sin Cara and Santino Marella are dead weight, and he needs to drop both of them because he is the only one amongst those three that is picking up any victories. He is the one holding a championship. He is the one succeeding. They are the ones weighing him down. And I think it's going to be a real eye-opening moment this Sunday at Judgment Day if he does lose that Hardcore Championship. Because he's going to have no one to blame but his backup, and I guess himself for getting himself in that situation. This all started back in a tag team matchup where David Otunga was supposed to be working with Ryback to face Santino Marella and Sin Cara, revealed to be a setup. David Otunga, who had his issues with Santino in the past, who seemingly didn't want to work with David Otunga, as Otunga insisted on trying to make him take himself more seriously. They ended up working together in the end, and so far that has really done nothing in terms of ending Santino's near 30-match losing streak. On top of that, now Santino is teaming with Sin Cara, a man who has got to be somewhere near or above 20 losses himself. Brodus Clay, not exactly the strongest winner as of late. In fact, ever since coming back to ECW, ever since coming back to ECW this season, being reintroduced by the general manager Dude Love as his bestest bud, so far we haven't actually seen Brodus Clay win a single match here on ECW. Very interesting to see if that losing streak comes to an end here tonight. One of these two kind of needing to pick up a victory. Brodus Clay not currently scheduled to compete at Judgment Day. So unfortunately that is out the window. Slamming him down. And Brodus Clay in control at David Otunga now. Again, this is one of those matches on paper I've got to give it to Brodus Clay, but as of late, again, this is a guy who, unfortunately, I think this change has actually damaged him. You know, you look at Brodus Clay about a year ago, this man was a wrecking machine. He was a monster. He was Mr. McMahon's ultimate weapon. And okay, he never really captured a title, but you know, he was fighting for the ECW World Title quite a few months. He was at the top of his game, and as much as I like the Funkasaurus, and I'm liking this change in terms of like entertainment value, I don't necessarily think this has done a whole lot in increasing Brodus Clay's stock. I don't think he's been more favorable in these matches as of late. He seems to be having fun and having a better time, and I mean, hey, that's, you know, it counts for something, but I don't see him picking up any victories. Interesting to see if him and Dude Love ever team up again. I feel like that was a tag team with a lot of potential. A couple of funky dudes.
And did you hear the impact on that kick? The A-list David Otunga is far from subtle, King. Oh yeah, this young man loves to be in the spotlight.
David Otunga sending Brodus Clay into the corner. And then he catches him with a big clothesline. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys for a minute. I have been so inconsistent with recording this. I've actually kind of lost a lot of interest in the build up to Judgment Day, as I've been building up towards it for multiple months now. Like, I've been really looking forward to it, and I'm dying to know who the first ECW World Tag Team Champions are going to be. But it's been so long, there's just been one thing after another that's just repeatedly, time and time again, stopped me from recording this series. I wanted so desperately to have this season of Universe be smoother than 12 was, because 12 was atrocious, the uploading consistency. It was really, really bad, you know, there'd be gigantic breaks in between when it would be uploaded. And I wanted so badly for this to just be something that kind of, like, if I could help it, would go up damn near, if not once a day. I'm not even going to bother reacting to this. This match didn't really need a spot like this. But it was something I really, really wanted to make more regular. Because I just wanted to get the series moving, you know. I'm looking forward to all the big events and stuff, and playing out all these stories I've got in my head, and at the moment I can't fantasy book in my head anyway, because I don't know who's going to win the Money in the Bank matches. And when it comes to like Raw, I don't even know who's going to be in the Money in the Bank match. But like, unfortunately, it's just, you know, I'll put it this way, I had 2 weeks off of work, as I probably mentioned in the last episode, and the plan was to record 1 to 2 episodes a day, every day, whilst I was off. And I think there was one day in the two weeks off that I actually got the chance to record this, because I got sick instantly into my time off of work, and I was sick for a whole week. And when I say sick, I mean like I just, you know, it's just a cold. It wasn't anything major. I just keep getting them at the moment. So, you know, I'm blowing my nose, I sound snotty, I'm coughing a lot. It's really unpleasant for recording, which is what I do. I don't think anyone wants to listen to that. I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to edit that. So I just don't whilst I'm sick. And then the very next week, it's just, we were doing one thing, and then we were doing another thing, and then we were doing another thing, and there's just not been any time. So I'm sorry for the inconsistency in this series. I'm trying real hard to get this to go more often, but at the moment I just don't really have a lot of chances. So I'm doing the best I can when I can. We're moving on to the next match now, which I believe is the 6-man tag team matchup. And it'll be very interesting to see who is teaming up with Team DZ to face off against the likes of the APA and Primo.
The following 6-man tag team match is set for one fall. On the way to the ring, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing 218 pounds, Primo.
So here we go. What? Sorry, it's because I was reading about Rusev in between. Here comes Primo, or Rusev, I guess. The Bulgarian brute Primo. Coming down here tonight without his partner Epico, who is unfortunately on the injured list again. I think he's going to have to take a few weeks away this time and really try not to put anyone through a table in the near future. Primo teaming up with the APA to try and get some revenge on Team DZ. I think deep down inside he knows it's not their fault. I got a lot of love and respect for Epico, but that guy injured himself twice. You can't really be mad at Team DZ, and you can't really be mad at Big Show for the injuries that Epico suffered. They are Epico trying to do something he didn't need to do both times. APA in the ring, and they mean business. Always a treat when these guys are on. They could be competing for the ECW World Tag Team Championship this Sunday at Judgment Day, as long as they can beat these guys. Dolph Ziggler, full of determination here tonight, try and one-up the APA one more time. At the moment, I think the situation between Team DZ and the APA, I believe it's DZ that are kind of in the lead. They are definitely the ones that have been picking up more victories. We'll see if they can keep that moving tonight. We don't know who they're teaming up with, so that could really affect things. Dolph Ziggler seems as motivated as ever. I say him and Daniel Bryan, they've really taken an unfortunate turn just lately here on ECW. Fans kind of a little reluctant to cheer for them as they make their way down the ring because of their recent actions. Back in a little bit of boozing. Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, they have been a solid tag team for just over a year now. Debuting back on Raw. They seem to be a pretty effective unit, but unfortunately just lately they've taken to cheating to pick up their victories. I do mean unfortunately. Why did I title that attire black? That is not a black attire. Oh! Okay. I guess maybe he's not having his re-debut at Judgment Day this Sunday. Antonio Cesaro making his way down to the ring here tonight. Going to be teaming up with Team DZ, I guess. Guy claimed he was no longer interested in tag team wrestling. He was never interested in it in the first place. I guess it's all about making a statement though right here. Teaming up with Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan, picking up a victory over the APA and Primo. It's going to do that a little bit more in terms of getting Cesaro more momentum, which I guess is realistically all he's after right now. He's got pretty big plans for an open challenge at Judgment Day. The re-debut of Cesaro, which has been pushed forward here tonight, I guess. I don't really know what he's planning on doing at Judgment Day now, if he's still planning on that. Currently scheduled for Judgment Day, we've got the ECW World Heavyweight Championship on the line in the main event, an I Quit match between Mark Henry, the champion, and the former champion, Mankind. This match was requested by Mankind as he promises to deliver the most brutal match physically possible and to force the words I quit out of Mark Henry. Mark Henry promises that this match will be over real quick. We've got the ECW Television Championship on the line. Ken Shamrock set to defend the championship for, I believe, what will be his 5th title defense in just over a month, as he is set to face off against the Big Show. Definitely his biggest, hardest challenge yet. We'll see if Ken Shamrock is ready to square off with one of the most successful wrestlers in the entire WWE today. Big Show has got one of the greatest track records in the business, but he has not held the television championship just yet. We'll see if he can do just that at Judgment Day. We've also got the Hardcore Championship on the line in a 1-on-3 Extreme Rules Elimination Handicap match. Ryback set a challenge for David Otunga's Hardcore Championship, but he's got to go through Sin Cara and Santino Marella as well if he wants to capture the Hardcore Championship gold. We've got the ECW World Tag Team Championship being determined as Cactus Jack, Chainsaw Charlie, that tag team will be facing off against one of the two teams involved in this matchup, which brings me to another matchup that will be taking place at Judgment Day. It will be the APA up against Team DZ. We've been told that this match will be the decisive match between these rivaling tag teams. A 2 out of 3 falls tag team matchup. The winning team will go on to challenge for the ECW World Tag Team Championship. Could be a really big night for one of those two teams. But you got to think 2 out of 3 falls. One of those teams is going to be very worn out, and it's not going to be Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie in the tag team title match that are worn out. We've got Diamond Dallas Page. He has issued the challenge. He wants to face the Road Warriors at Judgment Day. He wants to give the fans what they want, which is those two in tag team action. He says they know it's an easy victory. They know they can defeat him 2-on-1, but will they step up and accept his challenge? That is the question. So I'll be very curious to see if that one even goes down. That is currently just an open challenge. And speaking of open challenges, I've already mentioned before, Antonio Cesaro is set to issue an open challenge in what he calls his singles re-debut at Judgment Day. The dawning of a new era for Antonio Cesaro. This match is completely broken down, by the way. I don't even know who the legal men are. I think it might be Primo and it's either Daniel Bryan or Dolph Ziggler. I think it might be Daniel Bryan. Cameramen normally focus on the legal men only. And Daniel Bryan and Primo really going at it on the outside, as Daniel Bryan, I guess, looks to add Primo to the injured list here on ECW. A ever-growing list, currently featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin, Eddie Guerrero, Ryback, Epico. Truly, Wednesday nights are the place to get injured, and we're on Tuesdays. Head scissors there by Primo, who I think could really afford to get tagged out right now. Neither Bradshaw nor Farouk have been in this match. Daniel Bryan clearly trying to bait Primo into maybe injuring himself, similar to how Epico did, as he keeps trying to take the fight to the outside. Okay, both Primo and Bryan brought back into the ring, and Bryan's back outside. And he's challenging Primo to go outside, and Primo accepts. And they're doing nothing. Can't wait until the AI gets smarter. Say what you want about the 2K franchise, but at least the AI can put on a good match.
As we've said many times, King, when you leave the ring, the match becomes incredibly dangerous. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, at least the 2K AI would actually do something right there. Wouldn't just stare at him on the turnbuckle, on the ring post. Just put him through the goddamn barricade already. I know you want to. And there goes Primo through the barricade. I'm shocked. Wow. What a shocking moment in this wrestling match. Love me a good barricade, Craig. They really add a lot to the match. I miss THQ. They made the best wrestling games. They were so fun. They were so good. I can't take off my nostalgia goggles because they tell me that they were the best ones. Brilliant match. Truly one of the greatest wrestling matches of this generation. I love THQ. Why can't they make more wrestling games? I love simulated wrestling matches where they're breaking through the barricade. Half-assed, thrown-out games. They were so fun. Alright, well that's that 6-man tag match. That was an absolute fucking disaster. Let's move on, shall we? Let's just forget this ever happened. Well, tonight Diamond Dallas Page has at least gotten half of what he's challenged for at Judgment Day, as he is set to go one-on-one with Road Warrior Animal. And the last time these two faced off, Hawk did a quick run-in, and DDP suffered a very quick loss to Road Warrior Animal. Since then, DDP has picked up a victory over Hawk. And here tonight, he's going to try and pick up a victory over Animal. He's really trying to get in their head, trying to force them into this situation.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing 305 pounds,
DDP is just trying to give the fans what they want. He knows the people want to see the Road Warriors together. He's doing what he can to make them realize that they're better off as a team. And the sad thing is, they know they're better off as a team. They get the situation entirely in that regard. The only reason they won't team up is because they want a tag title match. They want to be in the tag title match this Sunday at Judgment Day. They want to be elevated straight to the tag titles. They've said they'll reform their tag team. They'll compete as a tag team the moment they are given an opportunity at the Tag Team Championship. What is happening here? This guy seemed very confused over something. Wait, what? Was there supposed to be some kind of announcement there? Okie dokie. Oh, big clothesline attempt there by DDP. Not capable of connecting with it, unfortunately, as Road Warrior Animal quick to turn that one around. Animal very quick on the offense right now. I don't know what was announced, but this match has somehow changed, I think. DDP got him, and there's the Diamond Cutter. 30 seconds deep into the match. DDP going for the cover on Animal, and Animal with a quick kick out. DDP trying to wrap this one up quick. As I say, he's really trying to get in the head of the Road Warriors. Really trying to force them into that corner, get them to get back together, give the people what they want. Just because they're not in contention for the tag titles doesn't mean that they shouldn't be teaming up. If anything, that means they should be teaming up to get those points, to get higher up, to get closer to the tag team championship opportunity that they've been hoping for. Road Warrior Animal put on a fantastic match with Ken Shamrock a few weeks back for the television championship. We know this guy can absolutely go in singles competition. There's no doubt about it. It's not what he's here to do, but I will admit he makes for a pretty damn great singles competitor. Strike to the face of Animal, as now we see a big superplex by Diamond Dallas Page. DDP all on the offense. Striking away at the head of Road Warrior Animal. Just goofing around in the ring and perfectly evading Road Warrior Animal all in one.
That's not good. Ooh, hard shot to the Road Warrior.
Big elbow drop, and there's another cover by Diamond Dallas Page. No, not able to get the job done. Off the ropes.
Huge power move.
DDP really trying to just wrap this one up. I think in his head, if he can get a victory over Animal here tonight, maybe they'll want that revenge. Then he'll have beaten them both in singles competition. Maybe they'll accept his handicap match challenge.
That wasn't very accurate. A shoulder block. Whoa! Animal just got leveled.
Animal seems to be completely thrown off his game. DDP all over him in the offense here. I think that diamond cutter real early on really threw Animal off. What is this? Diamond Clash, I think is what that's called. I'm not entirely sure. I think I've heard that before. And here's the cut. Oh, still a kick out.
And there's some more emotion on display.
Fans really enjoying Diamond Dallas Page getting all this offense in on Road Warrior Animal, who really isn't standing much of a chance right now. Back off the ropes. Animal's got to do something. This is getting a little bit painful to watch for the Road Warriors. Hawks surprisingly stayed away from this match, though. And on the ropes, DDP now. Oh. Those educated feet, my dudes. Here he goes again. Striking away at the face of the Road Warrior. And another diamond cutter. Center of the ring. Here's a cover on Road Warrior Animal, who really never stood a chance. And unfortunately, he just got schooled by DDP. That was a one-sided match, no doubt about it. Animal not looking too pleased about this. He's going in. Look out. Oh, DDP ducking him. And once again, DDP really getting the best of Animal here as he sends him packing. Wow. DDP has really gotten the best of the Road Warriors as of late, and Animal is now fuming. Maybe he'll get his wish after all. Well, the Big Show coming on down to the ring here tonight. He has set the team up with Ken Shamrock in our main event match. I'm very interested to see which team here is more combustible. We haven't really seen Big Show and Ken Shamrock cross paths. This is the first time these guys will have been in the ring at the same time. We don't know if there's any animosity between these two, or if they're simply going to have a respectable one-on-one match with each other at Judgment Day. We don't really know the situation between them. They should be alright, to be honest. One thing I will tell you is this is a non-title match in regards to this man. As we've said before, every match Shamrock is in is for his title unless otherwise stated. And in this case, it is being stated. First time since winning that title, Shamrock will be competing in a match here tonight where that championship is not on the line. No matter if he loses tonight, which he has not yet done, he will still be the ECW television champion. Well, this man has got a fantastic undefeated streak thus far, 4 successful defenses under the television championship. And that man right there, you know, they're going face to face in the ring right now. They know in 5 days' time, they'll be competing for the title, and Big Show would love to end the undefeated streak of Ken Shamrock.
Hey, wait a minute.
Here comes Mankind. Oh, no.
I'm not sure, King.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Mankind seems to be abandoned by his tag team partner, Mark Henry, for this main event. This was always a risky move. Mankind seems to be saying, yeah, he's saying to go for it. He's coming down to the ring. He's saying, I'm fine. I'll face these two 2-on-1. So Big Show and Mankind are going to start things up. I don't know what happened. I mean, I guess I do know what happened. Mark Henry has no interest in competing in this match here tonight. This will still count as a loss in the win-loss columns for the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. But I guess To say that not showing up for a match is beneath Mark Henry, that is a incorrect statement.
So we were all expecting to see some tag team action, but as you said, King, this is
While Mankind is a phenomenal talent, he is built to endure punishment, but what kind of levels of punishment is he going to receive in a 2-on-1 match where he is facing off against one of the most indestructible forces we've ever seen in the WWE, in the Big Show, and should he decide to ever tag him in, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, the current reigning ECW television champion. This is a terrifying combination to be put up against.
If he does, he could lose momentum or even worse, get an injury. He plants him down with authority.
The Big Show striking away at Mankind. Referee trying to maintain some order here. Mark Henry has decided to actually come out here and compete in the end. I guess maybe he must have heard that his win-loss record was at risk here.
We've got a serious match in our hands.
The champion showing up. I mean, oh, okay. I mean, he's here.
And he gets out of the way.
I guess he just didn't want to make his entrance with Mankind.
Big kick echoing around the arena.
Well, I mean, he saved Mankind a little bit. This is now a 2-on-2. It'll be interesting to see the teamwork between Mark Henry and Mankind.
This is a very effective submission hold. I can't
ECW World Champion, again, much alike Ken Shamrock, currently has an undefeated streak here on ECW, something I feel he wants to maintain, which is maybe his bigger interest in this matchup. Still, it's great to see Mark Henry actually show up for this match. For a moment, I thought the referee was going to have to call it off as a Big Show was wailing on Mankind in this 2-on-1 situation.
What a nasty headbutt. Oh, what a painful kick.
Still, though, the Big Show is the Big Show, and even with Mark Henry at ringside, it doesn't really seem to have done a whole lot to save Mankind, and in comes Ken Shamrock. And this is someone I'd imagine Mark Henry would love to set foot in the ring with. Oh, hell yeah. The Mankind special.
Back to the temple. And he gets tossed back in the ring.
Mankind not backing down from Ken Shamrock. You gotta respect it. Another tag made of the Big Show. Solid communication between Shamrock and Big Show. Undoubtable to say at the moment that perhaps they'll have a lot of respect for each other in their match at Judgment Day this Sunday.
A shining example of teamwork as they hit the double team.
Every time Mankind seems to be in control, Big Show and Shamrock are able to quickly turn that one around.
You can practically feel the way
Mankind, obviously, he went through a very vicious one-on-one match with Chainsaw Charlie last week on ECW, and whilst he came out on top, it must have taken a lot out of him. Mark Henry actually calling for the tag. Mankind going over. And okay, the world's strongest man, he's in. Mark Henry is in the ring. I did not actually think he would tag Mankind and get in the match.
The kick connects. And he's displaying tremendous viciousness. Uh-oh. Now you've done it. You made Big Show mad.
Big Show turning things around very quickly.
Squeezing down.
And again, this is a bit of a great matchup here. Big Show and Mark Henry, two people who I think could put on a phenomenal World Championship feud down the line, perhaps.
An incredible series of moves there. Nobody's budging an inch in this one. Telegraphed and Henry capitalizes.
Mark Henry really manhandling the Big Show. Showing off that vicious strength of a man titled the world's strongest man.
Whoa, watch out! The announce table is getting torn down. And he escapes the hold.
Mark Mark Henry. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Watch the 400-pounder.
And Mark Henry sends Big Show crashing through the announce table. Mankind just kind of watching on. Seems we've gotten off the apron at some point. Big Show brutalized, beaten.
And that one hurt his hand. Mankind.
Now, hang on, whoa, Mankind, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mankind? Hold on a minute. Mankind turning on his tag team partner Mark Henry.
And he's heading back in.
Mankind now completely throwing this one out.
And the ref starts to
Mark Henry's still wailing on Big Show.
not today. Too fast.
It looks like Mankind wanted to just get in the ring. He's going to get these guys disqualified. And there you go. Mankind, he doesn't give a damn. Mankind throwing out the main event. I guess he realized Big Show was getting a little bit too hurt. He didn't want to see Mark Henry pick up the victory over the Big Show. So he got in there and he crashed this thing. Unfortunately, I really wish there was a way to break out into a fight after the match was over. So maybe we could have him continue to fight with Mark Henry. But that's just not a thing in this game. So Mankind throwing out the match in spite of his tag team partner. And I guess it's no real surprise. He's going to have some bad blood. Mark Henry clearly left him to the wolves for a moment there before finally coming out for no reason. So, yeah, I guess we'll see you guys this Sunday at Judgment Day. What an episode. Bye-bye.